Welcome to ATB-TV. I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti at Bendigo, Pete, and the sun's out.
2 days ago, Darren, it was 8. We had water up to our knees, and we're actually hot with this on today. It's unbelievable. It's 24 degrees here, and yeah, it's a pleasant change anyway.
Mate, it's, the last 2 weeks has been unbelievable. We've had the second wettest September on record, and I'm not sure what year that wet one was, but
She must be wet.
I can't imagine it being any worse than what it's been over the last couple of weeks. I mean, our farm, I've never seen water laying, an inch deep across the whole place, and it hasn't rained for 3 days.
It's unreal. It's played havoc with obviously our races, our trials, all of it.
Yeah, it's been a disaster. We couldn't trial today. They had to go up the hill track. What happened? We didn't go to Warrnambool.
Hamilton's
gone. It's just one after the other.
Kilmore's gone to the synthetic, and
And if they're not calling the races off, the horses are getting foot abscesses. So we've had a couple of runners pulled out for foot abscesses, and the barriers haven't been kind this week, Pete. But let's roll back to wherever you want to start.
Well, we'll wind back to you at Moonee Valley last Friday, and
yeah, look, we ran him in the JRA Cup with no expectations. Just wanted to get another run under his belt because Darren felt he wasn't really fit enough. So we thought we'd send him there. We didn't expect to run last, but he pulled up with a few excuses, and they might have just found what was holding him up. So he's undergoing treatment now. It won't mean that he will miss a lot of work, but it might just be the key to him. So the vet and Darren Weir have done a lot of work, and he had a couple of nice hit-outs this morning, and the reports were positive.
I seen him and he looked good. It's not always a gauge when they're 3/4 pace, but the horse looked really good. He was strong.
So we just won't write him off. I mean, Friday night he was gone. He was retired as far as I was concerned. But look, he's got a couple of issues, and they might just be able to treat it.
Yep, very good. We went to the next day. We had Stringer Bell at Caulfield. He had no luck, but ran terrific, I thought, for 5th, beaten, I think, under 2 lengths. Yeah,
it was a good run for Stringer Bell. It was good to go to Caulfield Grand Final day, and it was just unfortunate that Brad came back and said that was a terrible ride. 4 wide, no cover, Brad, but at least you're big enough to admit it. Horse hit the lead, but he was done. He'd done too much work, and that's just a shame for the blokes that were there. And I think if he had the right run, he could have nearly won that race. It wasn't a big margin.
No, and he was at the hill track this morning. He's a great-looking individual. He looked really fit. There was a young kid on him. He said, "Oh, what's this? This seems, feels really good." So
he's a good horse.
Got some photos there to send out in the artist from this morning.
Good horse, just slaughtered.
Put in the right race. He's nearly winning next start, Darren.
He'll be at a price too, Pete.
You reckon?
Well, after that, he'll be at a price. Don't worry about that.
Price for the jockey. Next day we had Rockalicious in the Blazer, and again, similarly, she ran well, but and ran well ridden by Craig Williams. Just nutted for 4th. Just nutted for a little bit of black type.
Yeah, we needed top 4 to get the black type, and we needed rain to be a winning chance. And you wouldn't believe it, Victoria's underwater, and Flemington turns up a good 3. Just ridiculous. And then at about 8 o'clock that night, we had at least 40 mils, and the track would have been a heavy 8 Monday.
It didn't stop for 3 days, Darren.
Some days you just should stay in bed, Pete. Just no luck there, but look, she ran well without winning, and as I said, we just needed that rain, and there's rain about, and she's going to get a chance to get black type. We've got a couple options going forward, so we're just going to assess now, because the Tristark's obviously going to be a very strong race now, because all the fillies converge to the Tristark to go to the Mire.
Yes.
So we may or may not go that way. We've just got to see how she pulls up and how she does. But look, she wasn't beaten that far. No match for the ones that came down the outside, but I was happy enough with the run. Would have loved to have got 4th, but didn't happen.
No, but like you said, she was good. Monday we had Dasher Maple, and very good run for 3rd. Last 50 metres is what we need to look at there, Darren.
She's got to go to 1400, end of story. Surely they put her in a 1400 next start, Pete. That's your job to make sure it happens. And wherever she goes over 1400, I don't care where she runs on that run, she's going to be standing in stall 1.
Even the bake thing, End will come back and say, gee, she was good the last 50 metres. So that was very promising. And as we stand here today,
At Bendigo.
yes, we
After a torrid morning, I might add.
you had a torrid morning.
I've had a day I shouldn't have had.
Well, it ended here.
I knew, I said on the way, with the day I've had, this horse will go no good.
It was just absolute chalk and cheese, Rain Chevelle's win, and what we've seen today. But
Dominant win last start, last today, pulled up pretty much with the thumps,
Yep.
a regular heartbeat, caused by over racing early and lost oxygen and just, pulled up the flutters in the heart. And, just got to say bad luck, another day. But yep, I knew that was something was going to happen, Pete. It was just after my horse truck breaking down and my trough getting broken and water everywhere. Oh, geez, some days you should just stay in bed, I
can
reckon.
only be upwards from here.
A lot to be said for being on the dole.
Righto, guys. We will.
So that's the end of it?
That's all our runners, and we had 3 nice runs.
Yeah,
out
there
of
was
the 5.
just a couple there that have got issues, but we'll
Yeah.
sort that.
Now, our upcoming runners.
We've got a list.
Nothing tomorrow. It was Hamilton that's gone to Geelong Synthetic, so we're dodging that line of play.
Yeah, we didn't want to run it at Geelong on a synthetic unless you got a leader. It's a waste of time.
Yes,
So where do we start? Let's run through them quickly.
It's called 5 State Saturday, Darren. We've got runners all over Australia. We'll go to WA, where after about 3 months of prepping up, Basso kicks off his.
Well, you might remember at Basso, the horse we had with Chris Waller in Sydney and then Victoria. He's gone over to Perth now to be trained by Jimmy Taylor.
Yep.
And for those who don't know who Jimmy Taylor is, he was the guy that trained Haylist before he came across to the east when he won all those races early. So he's gone over there with Jimmy Taylor due to the fact that a number of the owners in him are Perth based.
Yep.
And from all reports, he's going really well. So he's first up at Bunbury on Saturday.
Yeah, 1400.
Because their city tracks are under renovation. So he's got to be an each way chance, they're saying, on his work.
Yeah, and Joseph Brown, one of the better riders over there, is on top. The horse in there that should be undefeated, a horse called Chocolate Holic.
Really?
Chocolate Holic. It's won 5 from 6 and beaten the nose of its other one. So,
I know a few of them.
Yeah.
Look, he doesn't do much first up generally, but
No.
the reports are good and he's standing great.
he's looked good in his trial, so it'd be good to see him kick off. We'll go north to Queensland, where we're a little bit excited about a 2-year-old kicking off, Darren. She's our star, running in a cutest race, well, all up to the winner, could be worth 60 grand. Robbie Frad riding for Tony Gollan.
Yeah, filly we bought at the Magic Millions back in January by Star Witness. She's come to hand really quick.
Yep.
Trialled up well, and Tony's going to run her at Doomben on Saturday while she's going well. And she'll jump to the lead. And it'll be interesting to see if they can catch her. But it's nice to have a nice early filly up there. She didn't cost a lot of money. I think she was only 50,000, something like that. But she's a half sister to Raining Media, and that was one of the reasons I grabbed her. And she's been very impressive so far. So we'll get a bit of a guide on her Saturday at Doomben.
The 2 tracks, the Doomben tracks.
Suits the leaders.
Yeah. We'll come back to, we'll go to South Australia, where after a little bit of conjecture, we've gone with my obsession to a fillies and mares 1530 metre race on Saturday with Harry Coffey.
Yeah, well,
Gone 9 of 9, but smallish field. Hopefully the barrier's not too much of a problem.
we had her ended everywhere, didn't we? But they've settled on Adelaide in the end, so my obsession will go there. And look, she's been in good form, hasn't she?
Terrific, yeah.
So
Just unlucky, yeah.
You'd hope that over there in that race, I think it's a winnable race.
4th run in, fitness has got to be right.
The only thing I'd say is I'd rather it be a mile.
Yeah.
15:30 would be my only query, but look, what were the other options with her?
Well, the Cranbourne 1600 was an open race.
I don't think we like Cranbourne too much.
No.
Tight leaderish sort of joint. Where else?
Well, there wasn't too much.
Synthetic, no way.
No.
So I think they've made the right decision.
Yep.
And I'm sure those Adelaide blokes will be pretty happy.
we could certainly.
We'll get a post race
forward.
out from Harry afterwards.
Harry's good. He'll give me a call, and we'll get that out probably somewhere around 6 o'clock or so.
Yep.
Kembla Grange, we've got Sovereign Wealth. Now, Jewel accepted, but the Saturday race drew 1. The Sunday race drew 15, so there's no brainer which race she's going to go to.
We'll go Saturday then.
Saturday, 1200.
Should have won last start.
Yep.
Just unlucky. The jock just
Yeah.
overreacted on the corner, didn't he? And he pushed out wide and interfered with him when 2 strides later the run come. But
Yeah.
Shani went down. Surely, Pete.
She's another one, 4th run in.
Long row filly, ready to win.
Patience, gate 1, get on. Saturday, Pakenham, Dorsivist is in a mile, 0 to 58. Carries the 60 with Dylan Dunn. Can he break the...
He'll run second.
Oh, jeez. Owners have just turned us off.
He's run second his last 5 starts, so why wouldn't he run second again? Oh, surely.
Phil Cornell.
If there's anyone up there, help.
Please.
But he's in great form.
Oh, he's...
And, yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
He's going to run well.
He should win.
Yeah.
He's going from a heavy 10 to a synthetic.
Anyway, that's Saturday.
What about Saturday night?
Yeah, Sizemos. Now,
He's supposed to be running over in the UK.
I'm going to do a little bit of investigation work, but he's meant to be running in the Heritage Handicap over 3,600.
Yep.
It's a $400,000 Aussie race, so...
The acceptance is not out yet.
Yeah,
They'll be out tonight, so... and we need rain, so we'll just have to wait and see. But Sizemos is due to run this weekend, over 3,600, and we just need rain, and we just got to make sure he gets a run. So we'll come back to you on that
Pop
one
that
for the owners.
Yep. Sunday, Licorice Bullet, and here's a mare that's been going to run in about 4 races, but bad barrows, wet tracks, cancelled meetings. Looks like we might have found a race for her on Sunday at Cranbourne over, it's a 1,200 metre benchmark 64. I'm pretty sure it's Brad Rawiller on from gate 8, I think, so...
Her runs have been good.
Terrific. She's been, well, the only run that we scratched her head about was at Geelong, and she probably had excuses that day.
Yeah.
Had a win in a couple of seconds.
It's a terrific each way chance.
Yep, for sure. That's short and sharp, must like her. Monday, Carragan Air. Now, obviously we were all going to Adelaide to watch him.
Yeah, well, my wife's not happy after booking flights to watch 3, being told none of them were going to run, cancelled all the flights. And then we still said one to Adelaide. So yeah, we'll probably get a steak sandwich on the way home, I think, Pete. But I reckon you better buy one too. So where we go? Monday, Craig and Air. So he was going to run in Adelaide. We sent him over to Adelaide to get away from the wet tracks, and he drew 18, and the track's probably going to be back to a 6.
Yeah.
So they put this extra meeting on at Pakenham.
Was it Gilmore transferred too?
Yeah. So he might as well go there where he won last start pretty well. The trip away and the work over there should have smartened him up, and he should be on the improve.
Yeah.
And look, without seeing the field or the noms or wherever we draw,
we'll get them out.
He's got to be a chance.
For sure, yeah, no.
And he's an improving horse. He knew nothing when he won first up. He was as green as grass.
Nothing.
Or second up, I should say. And he's got massive improvement, the son of Fast Net Roll.
Horses for courses, Darren. He's certainly going to be on a track he knows. Tuesday, now Maple's Image is another one that had a little bit of virus over that.
Where's
Where
Tuesday?
we missed the run? Tuesday is Wangaratta, but...
Do you reckon they'll run?
Well, they're flooded out up there, aren't they? So, but apparently the track's in an area where it should be alright.
So I suppose it's a long way away.
The only thing with this, they reopened the noms, and she was the last lot to go in. So I don't know how we fill in the balance.
So she's earmarked for Tuesday.
Yeah, but there's races.
Yep.
Donald, Bendigo, Echuca and Warrnambool towards the end of next week. So somewhere along she'll fit in. But let's hope it's Wangaratta because they'll probably be waiting a while now. That's all I've got in terms of.
Well, that's true.
Tuesday, so that's
Tuesday. That's all we know at this stage.
The following week we're going to have Taglia trial. Well, she's going to be Sunday week. Warrnambool first up. Yeah.
Well, that'll be a heavy track.
The Big Dragon. Well,
it's going to rain Sunday night again, you know.
And Cup Day apparently there's Saturday week. Is that Caulfield Cup Day? Yeah, apparently there's a bit of rain forecast for that day. So.
And Melbourne Cup week.
So that'll be ideal the day before she kicks off a prep.
Who else trialled well? Silver Stratum?
Yeah, it was okay. It's hard to get a gauge up that hill track. They're sort of, you're looking at him head on, but Brad got off and said, look, he felt great. So I'm just thinking, being
your horse, you're not saying nothing.
I don't say anything. Weary didn't let him tell me anything, but I think he'll have another trial on a circular grass track before he
Avoca,
goes.
isn't it? We're going to Avoca trials.
About 10 days, yeah. And Yogi had a cold, so he didn't trial, which is a shame because
he was ready
to go. But saying that, he's probably still only going to be a fortnight away. And we had Zoomsday gallop up the track. Brad called him the Pocket Rocket, so let's hope when we get to the races after today we do see the Pocket Rocket.
Did he win the trial?
I couldn't tell. It was 150 yards in front of the post, but he was past.
Supposed to run today, Pete.
He was in front of me when he went past me. So,
Yeah, well, he should have been running here.
yeah,
That was a bad blue.
was a bit of a blue. Equieto is still getting over his foot, but he'll probably fit into the program at the end of next week.
Right.
Same with Savard Spirit and Cullinan, who, poor bugger, he's been missing races because of wet tracks. So
Yeah, we don't want to run him on the wet.
No.
All right, so hopefully this weather's on the improve and we
On the
can get some of
improve.
these horses going. It's just a bit frustrating at the minute, but
Yep.
anyway.
the winner last week in the tipping comp was David Johnson.
David Johnson.
Dave Johnson. He's going to be thinking now. He beat Brad Rogers. Brad thought he was a chance too.
That would be hard. Good on you, Brad.
So we might just
on you, Dave.
pull up stumps on the tipping for
Have
a
a
little
break.
while, have a break, and we'll work something out for the carnivals.
Now the function on the 21st of October.
Yep, for the spring launch, end of year. What is it?
We've
The
still got room for a few more. It's not
Yep.
a big venue, so if you want to come along on the 21st, you need to let Liz know to fit in.
Emerald Hotel.
Emerald Hotel, and we will be doing the launch of our homebred yearlings. And Pete's working on cataloguing those up now, and we're getting them all photographed and videoed up. So
10
the
horses.
people that come to that night will get first crack at those yearlings. So I think that's fair.
And there's only limited shares in some of them too.
Yeah,
so
not a lot of shares available. Some of the breeders are hanging on to them, so
Yep.
that's a good sign. Some lovely colts and fillies there.
Real nice.
So
Yes.
that'll be interesting to have a look at on the Friday night, the 21st, Cox Plate Eve.
Yes, and then the late mail luncheons after that for the ones that are interested there, which is
Yep.
Derby Eve.
Yep, and then went straight into Flemington and
Somewhere along
Heartbreak City, reported to be in good order in quarantine at Newmarket.
turns up on the 15th, Darren.
Caulfield Cup
Cup
Day.
Day,
I'll
yeah.
be. Well, I don't know what I'm going to be doing, but
Well,
I'd love to get down to Werribee and watch him get off the
Good to
truck.
be there when he gets there.
So we might.
Call the card somewhere in amongst all that too.
Oh, we got a lot on. And we still got mares to foal, and
With
mares
all
to
the-
get in foal.
Mad Irish be coming out to help us.
Yes. So we will be broadcasting from Werribee probably next week.
Yeah, I think we will post.
So until then, we're going to cut and run. 3-hour drive home from here, Pete.
Any tips?
My best for the week. Oh, gee, there's a lot of chances.
I reckon
think.
there's 3 or 4 genuinely good chances,
Who's-
but I'm not going to name any because
Oh.
I'll.
Well, there's a lot going around. Like you'd have to say that probably most of them are top 3 chance.
Yeah,
The one I just want to see how it goes is I want to see the improvement on Craig and Air,
yeah,
and I like She's Our Star.
yeah.
Just be interested to see how she goes because Golan had a couple of 2-year-olds debut last week, and he said to me they'll run top 3.
Yeah.
And they ran 3rd and 4th.
So round about
And
the
he,
mark.
and he might have said that she might be just have an edge on him.
Touch better that'll.
So that's a little lead, isn't it?
I think Saturday will be good viewing. We just got to get one or two.
I won't know what channel to watch because don't we have to surf around different channels because they're in every
Sky
state.
too, and yeah. But anyway, we'll find them.
Anyway, good luck to all the owners that got runners. And until next week, I'm Darren Dance with Peter Morgani.